back, my friends, for another video here on the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Spider-Man Miles Morales on PS5, its frame rate, its resolution, and discussing that topic in and of itself because we got a little more information, and also the fact that there's going to be different modes for certain games. At least for Spider-Man Miles Morales, there's going to be different modes you can choose from. We're going to jump into that in just a second. Really quick, I need you guys' feedback. So here on the channel, if you guys don't know, we do a variety of Let's Plays and gaming news. But I feel like it's kind of getting cluttered and kind of hard to, distinguish what's what when you just look at my channel. And so I thought about doing a kind of template for my thumbnails that kind of distinguish what's gaming news. So right here, I'm going to throw it up on screen. This is the thumbnail, obviously, you guys can see for this video. And I'm curious what you guys think of this format. I'm a little bit uncertain if I should have that red box that says gaming news. But the kind of concept is that we have that left side that says gaming news, and then you have the logo of whatever we're talking about, whether it's a specific game or a console, and then on the right side we have more of a picture that would fit the thumbnail. What do you guys think about that? Give me your feedback down in the comment section below. I could really use it. Again, I'm trying to find a way to kind of distinguish the gaming news we do from like the actual Let's Play content and all the gameplays that we do. Kind of add a little bit more of kind of less, like, I guess, declutterize a little bit, if that makes sense. Anyways, that said, that aside, so what are we talking about? I'm going to throw it up on screen right now. So Insomniac Games tweeted out the following. They said, swing through the city like never before on PS5 with an optional 4K 60 FPS performance mode. Hashtag Miles Morales PS5. Hashtag Spider-Man PS5. And then they put a gif of Spider-Man, which is from of course, the reveal trailer. So there's going to be some kind of performance mode option. Again, it's optional, so you're gonna have different I guess modes you can choose from. Xbox One X, I believe, had that for a lot of games. I think like Tomb Raider, I think most of the Tomb Raider games ended up updating it, or at least the recent ones. I think it was like, what was it called again? Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I can't remember. It was a great game, but I can't remember what it was called. And then they did that for a couple other games as well on Xbox One X. So it looks like that's going to be kind of what a lot of games are going to be doing on both PS5 and Xbox Series X. They're going to probably give you an optional mode. So you could probably play this in 1080p with, different frame rates. Or again, it's going to be kind of like more like PC, where you can kind of adjust the settings to, focus on certain things. Now, if you play in 4K 60 FPS, that's performance mode. So it's going to be a higher frame rate, a higher resolution, but I'm assuming that some of the graphic fidelity is going to be, cut back a little bit to kind of compensate for the fact that you're hitting 60 FPS at 4K. So things like, again, this is not confirmed, but what I would assume is maybe things like ray tracing will either be dumbed down or maybe even removed, because ray tracing obviously takes a lot of GPU power. I don't know if we can have 4K 60 FPS with ray tracing, so that might be something you're gonna have to sacrifice. You're gonna have to maybe again, this is not confirmed, this part, but you might have to decide between, do I want ray tracing, but maybe the game's only gonna run at 30 frames per second, or do I want a higher frame rate, but maybe sacrifice ray tracing, which, adds a lot to the visual fidelity, right? If you've seen ray tracing with, like, let's say Minecraft, it's crazy. Ray tracing does a lot of crazy stuff, just the way the lights reflect, kind of more realistically in the environments and just pierce through things and stuff. I don't know. To me, ray tracing is one of the things I'm most excited about to experience on these next-gen consoles. That and this 3D audio everybody keeps talking about. And, of course, the SSD, which is going to make everything a lot faster. But, yeah, so I don't know. That's kind of a good question to ask you guys. Let me know in the comments below. Which would you choose? If, again, this is not confirmed, but if you had to choose between, let's say, running the game at 30 frames per second, but you get to have, better graphics, maybe a longer draw distance, maybe ray tracing is enabled, or you sacrifice a little bit of some of that draw distance, maybe some of like the shadows here and there. I don't know. You're sacrificing the ray tracing, but you get 60 frames per second at 4K. Which one would you choose, honestly? For me, honestly, 60 frames is great. But if it's not a multiplayer game, I'm not bothered by it more than that. Like, yes, 60 frames looks better for anything. If you could have 60 frames for things, yes, that's ideal. But for me personally, if I have to choose between 60 frames or, like, let's say something like ray tracing or, better graphic fidelity, I will take the 30 frames with better graphics, personally. That's just me. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Again, I don't know what the kind of like... what the trade-off is for that. Like, if you do, choose 4K 60 FPS performance mode, what's the trade-off? What are you losing? Because you have to lose something. What are you losing? I don't know. I'm really curious to get more information about all this, but I thought it was very interesting to let you guys know that, you know, this is confirmed. There's going to be a performance mode, at least for Spider-Man. I'm assuming other, you know, at least first-party titles from Sony, assumingly. Maybe some third-party titles as well. We'll see. But interesting stuff nonetheless. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Again, give me the feedback on what you guys think of this kind of new format of thumbnail. I'm just testing it out. We may stick with it. We may kind of tweak it. I don't know. It's just a test to get your guys' kind of thoughts and opinions. But let me know all your thoughts on all these things. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe, hit the like button, all that good stuff. And like I said, we do a variety of gaming news, let's plays, and you know, just all things gaming, really. So keep it locked on the channel. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Stay safe, stay well, and until then, my friends, game on.